My name is Sarah, and I want to tell you a story about how I discovered the ugly truth behind a friendship I thought would last forever. For years I had a close friend, let's call him Mike. We met when our kids were little, and from that day forward our families were practically glued together. We had weekend barbecues, camping trips, birthdays, holidays. It felt like our families had blended into one. Mike could be funny, charming, and supportive, but he also had a darker side. He had this habit of making jokes at my expense, and not in a playful way. Once during a barbecue I was telling a story about a project at work I was proud of. Mike cut me off, laughing loudly and saying, "Come on, Sarah, don't act like you're some big Sue. You probably just get coffee for the real boss." Everyone laughed awkwardly. I forced a smile, but inside I felt embarrassed and small. I brushed it off, convincing myself he was just joking. But deep down those little digs piled up. Still, I valued our family's bond too much to let it go. Or so I thought. Then one day, silence. It started gradually. A missed call here, a delayed reply there. Then suddenly nothing. 6 whole months without a word. No more barbecues. No more texts. No invitations to his kids' birthdays. My children even asked me, "Mom, why don't we see Uncle Mike anymore?" And I didn't know what to say. It was like we had been erased from their lives overnight. I kept replaying everything in my head, wondering, did I say something wrong? Did I upset him? But eventually I realized the truth. Mike had made a choice. And that choice was to cut me off. I told myself, fine. If he doesn't want us in his life, we'll move on. Months passed and my life took a new direction. I had the opportunity to acquire a small business. It was a big step and I poured my heart and soul into it. The business wasn't just random. It was related to one of Mike's biggest passions. He used to talk about it constantly, sometimes for hours. Back then, I always listened, encouraged him, and even helped him network. So imagine my shock when, after 6 months of silence, my phone lit up. And it was Mike. My hands actually trembled when I saw his name. For a moment I thought maybe he's calling to apologize. Maybe he realized how much this friendship meant. I answered cautiously. "Hey, Sarah. How's it going?" His voice was cheerful, casual, like nothing had happened. I swallowed. Hi Mike. Been a while." "Oh yeah, you know how life gets busy," he said, brushing off 6 months of silence like it was nothing. Then not even 2 minutes into the call he started fishing for information. "So, I heard you got that business. How's it going?" I gave vague answers. "It's going well. Keeping me busy." Then he chuckled and dropped the line that made my stomach turn. "Hey, maybe you could hire me, huh? Imagine that, working together again." I laughed nervously but kept things neutral. Inside though, a light bulb went off. He wasn't calling because he missed me. He wasn't calling because he regretted ghosting me. He was calling because I now had something he wanted. Weeks later I was working an event for my business. I was focused in my zone when suddenly I saw him. Mike. And this time he wasn't alone. He had brought his cousin. They approached me all smiles, acting like old times. "Sarah. Wow, look at you, this is amazing," Mike said, glancing around the venue like he owned the place. His cousin chimed in. "Yeah, Mike told me you're killing it. We just had to come check it out." I forced a polite smile, but my guard was up. I answered their questions, but every word was carefully measured. No inside details. No offers. No promises. Just business. As they walked away I felt a mix of anger and clarity. This wasn't friendship. This was opportunism. Over the next few weeks Mike tried again. Texts, casual calls, attempts to catch up. But I ignored them all. I had learned my lesson. And then, just like before, silence. But this time I didn't feel hurt. I felt free. Because here's the thing. True friends don't vanish when life is ordinary, only to reappear when they see you succeed. True friends are there in the highs and the lows. So if you've ever had someone ghost you only to crawl back when you're doing well, remember, they don't miss you. They miss what they can get from you. And sometimes the kindest thing you can do for yourself is close that door for good.